And we're back again with another update on XPL for you guys today as of December the 10th. Let's take a look at what's happening and, of course, what we could be expecting as we are going into Friday morning. So I'm sure you guys are looking across the board right now, and you're seeing the broader market slowly but surely, picking back into the green. But I don't want you guys to ignore that yesterday, so Thursday, October the 9th, was actually a red day for the broader market. Reason why you're seeing, slowly but surely a lot of green compared to maybe if you watch my H-bar update. Over the last 1 hour to be exact, we have seen a push towards the upside for a lot of altcoins. You can see across the board, a lot of coins are up right now. So hopefully this momentum carries on. Hopefully Friday brings an excitement. It obviously is a lot of people's great weekday. The Friday is the most exciting day in a week. I'm sure a lot of you can relate to that. Yeah, let's see what happens. If you're looking at XPL, it's up about 1.2% over the last 1 hour alone. With the price currently sitting at 72.45 cents, down about 6% in USD, down 6% in Bitcoin. Comparative valuation 1.3 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume at $2.4 billion. As always, just a quick disclaimer, anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So dominance. What is the dominance doing? It's not doing what we want to see, especially if we want to see an altcoin season. But again, I think there is more to it than just, as easy as us saying it's not doing what it's doing. It definitely has this strength behind itself, but that's due to, the Bitcoin, move. I don't know where the Bitcoin chart went. I don't know why we still have World Liberty financial charts, but let's bring out the Bitcoin chart. You can see this for yourself. Bitcoin, since reaching an all-time high on October 6th, we've started to see major swings within Bitcoin. And believe it or not, this can have a major impact on the altcoin market, specifically when you're seeing dominance picking up, which it has been doing day in, day out. Pretty much over the last few updates, if you've been watching, every update from now, you probably have noticed that every time we've discussed about the dominance, it has been higher. So that tells you that there is definitely strength on its side. But Bitcoin right now has been having a hard time breaking out of $122,000. Hopefully today's the day where we break above, because if it's able to do that, I think 124 could be on the table quite fast. Because look at it, we retested 120,500 just on the 7th, wicked back up to 124, came back down to 121, almost to 124, wicked down to 119,700, but pretty much going back up to 122, and maybe we do push back up to 124 if we're able to break above the 122k range. But with that being said, let's take a look at what's happening with XPL, because XPL is doing what we have discussed over the last few updates. So let's take a look at XPL on the hourly time frame. You'll see what ended up happening. So let's revisit what happened yesterday. So if you're looking at from a yesterday standpoint, you can see we saw a retracement of about 15% right after losing the support line. But remember, I talked to you guys about this trend line, and you can't make this up. I haven't just drawn this randomly. Again, I know this project doesn't have too much trading history, so we got to use what we have in front of us. But exactly what we did expect did end up happening. You can see, we came down to 70 cents price point and have seen, a bounce since then. You can see for yourself. If you want to put this into perspective, we did see a bounce of, here, let me just pull this up for you guys. We did see a bounce of about 3%, but that's not what I want you guys to focus on. I want you guys to focus on yesterday's wick. Remember this wick that was caused, I think maybe due to maybe a major whale that sold or something, came down to 70.7 cents. And guess what? That exact same wick, because at that time we saw the price bounce back up to 76 cents quite fast, but that exact same wick did end up filling. We saw a double bottom, and the price has seen a push towards the upside right now. But are we out of the woods yet? Absolutely not. Right now it's still very critical for XPL. Dropping below here would set a new low for XPL, which of course no one really wants to see. And believe it or not, there's not much support around here. So this is why, that statement that I usually make on the channel, find a ground for itself. A project needs to, consolidate, build a support before heading towards the upside. That's the main component of that. But right now, we're sitting at some levels that are very critical, because pretty much breaking below here, there's not much support around this range. But one thing I want you guys to keep in mind is yesterday recorded the highest volume on XPL, which makes me also think, was this retracement due to major longs that got liquidated around this key range? It could have been. Because again, a huge spike in the volume is something we want to be paying very close attention to. But right now, again, not out of the woods yet. We want to see a bounce back up to 78 cents at least in the next few hours to come, which I think can be much quicker than a lot of people are realizing. Because let me take you guys back on October 4th. We saw like a swing of about 30%. So this shouldn't be, a big shock for even the price to get back to 82.58 cents. But you want to pay attention to the dominance specifically right now. And of course, if dominance is able to make its way back down to where we were just 2 days back, I think XPL breaks back above this key range. But again, with that being said, let's not ignore the 70 cents price point. Dropping below here could be, a little bearish for plasma in the immediate short term. Of course, I'll keep you guys covered as always. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Hopefully today's a good day. Again, I'll keep you guys covered. We'll see you later. Been Crypto ZX and peace out.